Hi everyone. Hi, sorry about the mess behind me. I've returned to Kent and I returned to find that my parents have turned my bedroom into a storage room, which is an experience. But there's a few things I want to talk to you guys about. Number one, I'm doing a live stream tomorrow night or Sunday night. So please come along to that. It'll pop up in your subscription feed, but just turn on notifications just in case. I've been getting a lot of comments recently from people being like, why didn't you do Killing Stalking Season 3? I don't know why I've been suddenly getting all of these comments. I think the last time I did a Killing Stalking season was 2018, maybe early 2019. I genuinely don't remember. It's been a good hot minute since I even really thought about Killing Stalking. So, I know I made it clear in the videos that I did on Killing Stalking, but I guess I'll just take you guys through it again. The Killing Stalking videos were branded content, so what that means is Les Hin actually paid me to talk about Killing Stalking. Now, when they came to me asking to talk about Killing Stalking, I did read it and I did make sure I actually liked it before I agreed, and I did actually quite enjoy it. So my Killing Stalking videos actually flopped initially. I capped at like 2,000 views. No one at the time was really interested. Suddenly they blew up one day out of nowhere, like they just exploded. And that was before Season 3 came out. So once Season 3 was nearing its end, I contacted Les Hin and I was like, yo, I really would like to talk about Killing Stalking Season 3. I know the first two videos from your point of view were probably a bit of a flop. You don't have to pay me, is what I said. I said, you don't have to pay me. I would just like to cover Season 3. Can I get your permission? So all I asked for was permission. I was not asking for money. I was just asking for permission. And I didn't get a reply to that email. So I tried emailing my direct contact at Les Hin. I had to search through my emails to find that. My direct contact had gone. Their email address didn't work. I tried my other direct contact at Les Hin. That email address also didn't work. I tried messaging their Twitter and I got no reply. I don't even think they read the message. I'm not sure on that. They might have read the message. If they had, I'm sorry, Les Hin, but you didn't reply. And where I'd previously done it as branded content, I didn't feel comfortable going forward without their explicit permission, because I don't know the law. I don't really know the law around copyright. I know how fair use works. And I do know for me to recap Killing Stalking in the way that I do recap it, it's iffy at best. And I think where I had their explicit permission before, and then I'm going to suddenly not having their explicit permission, it would muddy things legally a bit. So I just didn't want to take the risk. And so that's why I never did Season 3. It was complicated, it was messy, and I just moved on. And for a while, no one asked me to do Season 3, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, recently, everyone wants me to do Season 3. It's not happening. I've moved on with my life. I've moved on creatively. I'm doing more creative endeavours now. You know, I have a film that I'm working on that's on hiatus due to the virus, but I have a film that I'm working on. My History of Emma Frost video is shaping up to be the best history video I've ever done. It's currently sat at about an hour and a half long. I reduced it from 3 hours long. I just have one scene to refilm because some of it was on location. I just have one scene to refilm and History of Emma Frost is done. So that's looking like a September launch. Film those scenes August, yes, a September launch. I have another video that if you want to know about, you do have to follow me on Patreon. That video, I have Danica is slightly involved. She agreed to be, or they agreed to be involved today. And yes, Danica, if you don't know, is the artist formerly known as Comic Book Girl 19. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I've just kind of moved on creatively. I'm working on bigger things now. That's why I'm not uploading much at the moment. There is another reason why I'm not uploading much at the moment, and I'm just about to get into that. But also, don't think I'm not working behind the scenes. I absolutely am, but one of the reasons I'm not uploading as much now, and I'm doing more production notes for Patreon to sort of supplement my income rather than explicit videos, and hopefully you'll understand if you're not comfortable supporting my Patreon until you see these videos, is just because they're so big, and I'd rather work on something big and meaningful that you can go back to at any time and still enjoy, rather than something like, you know, you go back to it about 2 years later and it does feel a bit dated. And I have over 500 videos on this channel, and I would say about 3/4 of them you can't really go back to because they do feel a bit dated. And become quite a big source of frustration for me creatively. There is another reason why things are taking so long, and I'm about to get into that. And that reason also explains what I'm doing in Kent. So I went to Manchester in May, and then a lot of bad things have happened to me in quite quick succession. I'm not going to get into the details of those. Some of them were things people did to me, some of them were things that were happening to family. One of them was my cat dying, I'm not going to lie, it really hit me hard, and I'm still not over it. I still like wander into my bedroom and expect him to see him there, and he's not there. He never even lived in the current flat I'm living in, and I still wander into my bedroom expecting to see him just plopped on my bed. And he's obviously not there because his ashes in a pot in my hallway. Um, and yeah, it's been hard. It's been really hard. Um, so I don't know what I'm going to do with myself to make myself feel better. I genuinely, at this moment in time, don't know what I have to do. But I noticed like I had to remove myself from some situations that were going on in Manchester. So myself and other involved parties could maybe get some distance. And we're going to go from there. And I have some like travel plans. I don't want to say them out loud right now, but I do feel a little bit like, you know, in the Simpsons movie, right? Where the Simpsons are escaping Springfield before this giant glass dome is put over the town. I feel a little bit like I'm the Simpsons, and this giant glass dome has been put over Manchester because Manchester just entered its second lockdown. So I escaped the second lockdown by 2 days. I left Manchester on Thursday, and the second lockdown came into effect Friday at midnight. So, yeah, I just escaped Manchester before the second lockdown. I don't know how long I'm going to be in Kent for. Like I said, I do have some travel plans. I don't want to talk about those until I'm like there. You know, sometimes you just want to keep things inside yourself to help manifest it. When it's still not solid, it's just stuff. Um, so yes, that's where I'm at. Hopefully, this has provided you with some clarity on what's going on with Killing Stalking, where I'm at mentally, all of that good stuff. But for now, I'm going to do my Patreon posts and because I have to do those. And I'm uploading some Patreon exclusive photos of me in some very rubbery clothing. I find rubber clothes sexy. Um, so yeah, if you want to see those, subscribe to my Patreon. But for now, I'm going to head off, and I'll speak to you guys later. Alright, thanks. Bye.